Hello, guys. You're welcome to the first episode in the year 2025.
Yes.
Mr. Man, be careful. This is my show.
Okay.
This is my show. And see, let's. I don't want us to battle. You understand? We are wearing the same marks. Does not mean you are in total control. This is my show. If it's your show, then you can take control. Do you get my point? So you need to be very careful with me.
I'll find out of it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. You are not the host for this show. Please be careful. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry about that. I really apologize for that. I really want to appreciate you guys for watching our videos for 2024. It hasn't been easy, but with your support, your following, your likes, and your comments, we really do appreciate. And I have one of my colleagues here. Is the host for Experience Show.
My guests when they come my show, they feel it like this. My pit they scratch me.
Good. I will make sure that any guests you are bringing to your show next will show you, and the person will come from.
No, why my armpit could they scratch me? Now the
Be
question
very
why
careful. Be very careful. This is 2025. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. And I really want to appreciate you guys for following us.
Yes.
On Facebook, on Instagram, and also on YouTube. God bless you all.
God will definitely bless you. God will bless you.
Maybe you should just take over the show because I don't understand. Can't you for once just behave yourself?
I cannot appreciate them.
I don't need you to appreciate them. You are a guest. Do you understand? You are a guest.
Okay.
And cameraman, be very careful. This is none of your business.
Why is he commenting?
I don't even know. Your voice is going to be sounding under the video. Just shut up. I don't want to use any foul language here. Please.
Or get the F out. Ladies and gentlemen, you should be very. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys. The thing there is today. I was just in the studio. I never planned on actually, hosting any show for today, but this my colleague has been disturbing me that he wants to be on my show.
I don't disturb you. Now they disturb me. Because I don't tell you one or two.
I can end this show now.
Okay.
You are the one begging me that you want to be on my show. And finally you're on my show.
I beg who you
and give me the chance to actually, follow the protocol, the procedure on how my show should go.
The protocol, now they keep you.
Okay, guys. I don't want to say too much, but I really appreciate you guys for last year, and this is the first episode for 2025. And I
my confession
is going to be interesting. Please, I beg of you. Okay. I'm not trying to form this time. I'm begging you, please. Let me just appreciate my followers and my subscribers. Okay.
Beg me.
Okay, please.
Alpha, you go buy me go down so.
I will buy you, no problem. Sorry.
Alright.
So you have to behave yourself. Now that I'm buying you something, you have to be very.
How much you go down?
But I'm buying you something now. What's wrong with you, bro?
Let me just maintain my steez.
Better. So guys,
I got steez.
This is 2025, and I promise you guys I'm going to bring something interesting to the show. We'll be having a lot of people on the confession show this year, and I believe that you all will learn from that, and it's going to be a very exciting and interesting show.
Very, very interesting.
So on today's episode of Confession Time, I have one of my colleagues here. He has been disturbing me that he wants to confess. That he wants to confess his sin, and finally I have him on the show. And I don't want to say his name. You all know his name though. So, but on this show, we are not actually revealing people's name, and that's why I tell him to come in person, because he's always on marks as well with me. So I have on the show with me my colleague. It's time for confession.
It's confession time. That's how you used to say it.
This is 2025. I want to change.
Nice happy. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Y.
Who asked you to say your name?
Oh God, my name is Mr. Y. They know if you find Y, no worry. My name is Mr. Y, and I'm here to support my brother today to move his ministry to the next level.
Okay, fine. You want to support.
Yes.
I know you are trying to praise yourself. You are not here to support me.
And
You are here. I want to make sure your show is out there.
which one
I'm
is
trying
it?
to promote you. That's why you show.
Man, they go now.
Then get out. Let me know use F word.
You're mad. You're mad.
Do you want to confess or not, or you want to get out of my show? Because I don't have this patience. You start making my audience feel like
the fact that I'm actually here to promote you.
you are not.
Because
God.
Because I know how you've been begging me for this. You know what you went through today.
Can you just do your
Good.
confession and get the?
Let me be very formal now. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Y, and on a very serious note, I have encountered a whole lot of things in this world, and I'll just be all by myself, and I'll be like, all these things that I've gone through in life now, that's only known by me. How else will I let the world know for them to actually learn from it? I'll start from this story of mine, which is known only by me. I think that was I was at the age of, let's say, it's in between 6, 7, 8. I can't actually remember. 6, 7, 8. And back then, my mom, she's a businesswoman. She used to go to the market early in the morning and come back late in the evening. So on this fateful day, there's this woman in our compound. You know, back then, it's not now that people used to live flat by flat. It used to be face me, I face you, and whoever has money, they will rent room and parlor in the same apartment. So there is this woman in our compound then. What they have was room and parlor, but it's one room that we have. So when my mom is about going to the market like this, she will have to take us and give it to this woman that we should stay with them, pending when she will be back from the market. Then she will give them money, and they will keep it to buy us biscuits and sweets and other things. So on this very faithful day, let me not prolong the whole thing.
Yes, because you are prolonging it. Just go straight to the point.
See, Baba, now my confession. No?
Because I don't understand this story. It's confession time, and you're supposed to tell the audience that here is my confession. Something like this happened. Then before you start narrating your story, but you want to take over the show.
Oh yeah, now, ladies and gentlemen,
what exactly happened? Eat your point, then you narrate the story. It's as simple as that. You want to take over my show, and that's why I've been looking at you.
Oh, I know
what exactly is your confession?
Okay, this is it. This is what you don't know about show.
Are you
in things like this? Let me tell you, in things like this. Okay, if I go ahead and just hit the nail on the head, that this is what happened.
Yes.
People will not care to listen to the story anymore.
People really care.
I need to put them on suspense.
There's this thing trending. They will show what actually happened, and people will say, "Let me see how I ended up this way."
Oh yeah, now.
So it's as simple as that. People want to know how you ended up.
Time. Let me go your own way, please. I was actually raped.
Good. That's how to present a show. People are going to. You are calling people's attention by saying you are raped. So people are going, wow, this guy was raped. How come? So it's going to give them a listening.
You win.
Better. I'm teaching you how to anchor your show.
You say, hey, now that I don't go take you.
Okay, fine. This is my show. Just ride on. Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was actually raped at the age of, I think, between 6, 7, 8. I can't really recall.
But for you, were you raped? Like,
I was raped. Yeah, I was raped.
Wait. Are you being serious? This is, forget the fact that we've been joking since. But how come you've never told me this?
Why would I tell you? Now everything I'm going to tell you. I cannot be telling you everything, bro.
Okay.
This is my personal life and it's my privacy.
I'm so sorry about that.
I'm keeping this to myself, and now that you know, you need to be very careful.
It's
not use it against you after this.
See, I'm not using it against you.
Good.
You've known me to that. I'm not that kind of
person. I don't know you. If you don't wear masks, a different person at this is.
Okay, it's fine. Can you just tell us how you ended up being raped?
Okay, the thing is, when I was a child, my mom used to be a businesswoman. She used to leave the house in the morning. She go to the market and come back late in the evening, especially weekends. when we don't go to school. And even the days that we go to school, when we come back, there is this very person in our compound that she used to ask us to go and stay with, pending the time that she will come back.
Oh, okay.
So on this fateful day, the very woman that we used to go and stay with has, I don't know what to call it, a house help. Yeah, it's a house help.
Okay.
Has a house help. And that fateful day, the woman was not at home. So it was just her house help. I don't want to mention her name. That was around. So when my mom took me to her that she's going to the market, she said, okay, that her auntie is not around, that, but I can still stay with her. So I stayed there.
The house help, right?
The house help, yeah, I stayed there. We were watching film. So she now went out to buy me biscuit and sweet. And you know, as a child or as a kid then, you'll be happy that this auntie is being nice to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I collected the biscuit and chocolate. There is this biscuit then, we call it a biscuit with butter. It's a round biscuit like this. In the middle, there will be white stuff on it. They will now gum it together.
Yes.
So you first of all open it, then you start licking that one. We used to call it butter though, but it's not butter.
Yeah, I get.
So she bought me that biscuit, and I thought it's just a natural likeness that she has for me. So that alone gives me this open mind to stay with her anytime my mom is going out and her auntie is not around. I will even be wanting her auntie to go so that she'll be able to buy me
biscuit and sweet.
Yeah. So on that very fateful day, we were watching movie. Sorry, I know how this thing is going to sound, but please, it's a confession. The normal adult me will not succumb to such. So we were together in the parlor watching movie. The next thing, she switched it to something I cannot even place my head on that time. But you know, our body have a way of responding to things naturally.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So she switched from the movie we were watching and inserted another disc. And this disc was, I don't know how to put it. Will I call it pornography movies or will I call it pornographic videos? But we all know it as blue film. She inserted that disc. And you know, being the child that I was, that was the very first time I'm seeing the nakedness of a man and a woman.
And what age were you then?
I said in between 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
So all my attention was just on that movie. Is it a video or a movie? All my attention, in fact, I even moved closer to the TV to see it clearly, because then is that TV that used to be like kettle, that's sharp, if anybody can remember. There's a TV there called Sharp. It's very small. I think it's 14 inches or so. So I moved close to the TV just for me to have a clearer view of what is going on. So I moved closer to it.
And she was there looking at you.
She was there. She was even behind me. I was watching the TV. Every action I was watching it. And I was full of thought, full of imagination, like, what are they doing? I know that thing that I'm seeing now, that thing where they use peace. Now they see say that other one, they use the perform. Yeah, I go do like this, I go zoom out, go back. So it got to a point. She started tapping me from behind. I was like, what's happening? I looked back and all I saw was the girl being naked.
What? She undressed herself?
She undressed herself. And I saw her doing things I cannot. Let me just say it. I saw her playing with her finger. Like she was playing with her organ. I was like, what's going on? Because I was still at a stage where I don't know anything. Like I didn't know anything at that stage.
Clear understanding of what
I didn't have a clearer understanding of what's going on. So I focused on the movie. Then the next thing, He said, "Come, do you want biscuit?" I said, "Yes, yeah. I'll buy you plenty biscuit. But you do something for me." I said, "What was that?" She said I should come close to her. I went close to her and she said I should be using my finger to be playing with her this thing.
Hmm.
And me, I didn't know what that means. I was like, no, to just use finger and do this thing, make I chop better biscuit. I go near her. I go near her. Chuku am anyhow. After the chuku, I want to come. They make me surprised. I even they laugh. And the chuku and they do eye like this. What did they do this for? Me, I just did the way I did. Of course, he say the black eye wey dey here, e don go up. Na only white come dey do. I come to say he wan die. I can't stop. Because he want me, I stop. Say make I continue. I can't continue. As I say the thing don dey do am. Me, I can't dey do am. I dey watch wetin I dey watch. But I dey do. I dey watch wetin I dey watch. I no fit lie. Na so this girl just carry me close. She carry hand go my tinini.
So in one word, she used you to.
She dey seduce me. She dey seduce me. Make I give you the word. She dey seduce me. And before I know, she say make I put am. I put am. As I put am, we can't say make I dey do like this. Make I dey do like that. I can't dey do am like that. E can't reach one place. Peace can't dey worry me as I dey do am. I can't tell her say auntie, peace dey worry me. I want to peace. She say make I peace put. And I peace put. But make I confess one thing, I no feel lie. I enjoy am.
So something you enjoyed, although at that age,
it's sweet. Not be say I enjoy it, it's sweet.
Then how come?
After the peace, the thing dey sweet me.
You're even confusing me because you are an underage at that age that you mentioned.
I beg you cut this part if you dey edit am. Oh yeah, continue.
At an underage that you were, then did you by any means report to your mom? You know, children are more closer to their
That's
mother.
what I'm saying. If I had reported her to anybody, I shouldn't be in this podcast today. So confessing.
At that age,
nobody.
Did she tell you not to tell anyone?
She didn't tell me not to tell anybody, but because of the fact that I was enjoying it. See, me telling you just now that I enjoyed it was not to like justify what happened as being right. It's because the story is still in progress. I'm heading somewhere.
Okay.
You understand? So I enjoyed it, especially when I wanted to peace and I started peacing. You understand? I enjoyed it. So that enjoyment that I had made me to keep wanting to go for more and more and more. So this thing happened over and over again. It wasn't just for that day. I can't even count how many times it happened.
So it happened repeatedly?
Repeatedly until one day they left that compound, and that was how I got free.
So after then, what did you by any means make attempts with any other girl?
I had that attempt. I know nothing now.
You just see it as fun. You just using that to get your biscuits and sweets.
The only thing that I know I did after that time was the fact that anytime we would do daddy and mommy, that memory of me and that auntie used to come to my head. You understand? But I won't lie, I never did it to any other person or any other children till now. It was when I now turned adult, I now realized that what actually happened then shouldn't have happened. And to be very frank with you, the reason why I'm confessing this thing out today is I just want each parent to understand the fact that no matter how busy you are, you need to be careful to know who you keep your children with. Because this is actually what we call child abuse. That lady abused
me. Because it's an abuse at that age.
Good.
For her to have, used you, knowing that you are still a kid and you have no knowledge of what she was doing and what she was using you to do, which was very bad. So, by any means, did you, while growing up, do you, by any means, see the person again? Or
No, I never saw her till now. Till now, I never saw her again. Like, I've never come across her.
That's serious. So, how do you feel now, seeing your story out?
I feel good because I'm able to say it out, and I'm also able to advise the parent out there. You understand?
That's serious.
I know the kind of trauma I went through when she left our compound. I was always wanting her to be there, so that we'll keep having what we're having, and I'll keep eating free biscuits.
This is a serious case. If you look at this thing very well, for the fact that she wasn't caught in that act, do you get my point? You said she left, they moved away from that place. Who knows whether another place that they moved to, she would do that to other children too in that neighborhood.
You are really making sense.
So that's the reason why, from what you said, you've already said it out to the parents that they should always look out for their children. Because people like this, they still exist.
Of course.
We've seen stories about housemaids sleeping with, the little children, or playing with their, with their thing, which is very, very common in our community today. So, and it's the work of the parents to look out for their children. No matter how busy you are, you should always find time to look out for your children. Because these are the future of tomorrow.
Of course.
I really appreciate you for coming to the show and for you to be able to speak out your confession, and it was really nice. I believe people that are also coming from your show will also learn from.
Like how I don't understand. People when they come and show no get sense.
No, I'm not saying that, but them getting to know this about you, they will know that you too have an experience.
We all have.
Your show is all about experience. It's an experience too as well.
Yes.
Forget the fact that it's a confession that no one else knows.
You get how you talk now.
But now I know, and the world knows. Do you understand? And parents too have to be close to their children. It's because when you are close to your children, that's when your children will be able to open up to you. That, mommy, do you know this and this happened today? Auntie did this, auntie did that. Yeah. But when you are not open to your children, you are being aggressive, being hard on them. Children won't open up, they will keep it a secret. And I believe that's an example of what happened to you. Anyways, I'm so sorry about that.
And on a more serious note, I am hurt. But if I think back in the days and I think about everything that went down, it wasn't easy, because all these things that we are saying, we should look at it very well. If any parent is doing well, they won't have any reason to drop their kids with anybody to go out. You understand? I'm sure it's because of what my parents were going through then that made them not to have the choice than to keep us at home and go to work or go for their businesses.
No. This thing you're saying, even probably if your parents are doing well or not, this thing happens, I think, to everybody generally. Even the rich. Yes, even the rich. Don't you see the rich? There's this thing, I think there's a nanny that normally comes home to take care of the little kids while the parents are away. So do you get my point? This is things that people can't even do without it. They always bring an assistant, whether a nanny or an house help or a
neighbor.
You understand? So these are things that are common. But the most important thing is, I believe if parents are more closer to their children, children likes to speak out.
Of course. In a nutshell, what we are trying to say here is, even if you have to leave your kid with anybody, when you come back, try to examine your child.
Exactly. That alone self.
Examine your child. If it's not a child that can talk, examine her. Examine him, he or she though. And if it's a child that have started talking, ask question. How have you been? What did this auntie do to you? question them, they will talk.
They will talk. Children, they will surely talk. Because when I was young, my mom used to do this thing to us, like whenever she goes to work and when we come back from school and I'm with our neighbor, stays in our neighbor's house, whenever she comes back, she might ask us, like, because my mom trained us in a way that even if my neighbor offer you food, she has to know about it.
Of course.
So my mom will be like, so when you came back from school, what did Auntie Tamara give you? You know, be like, Auntie Tamara actually gave us noodles. You know, we're able to be happy speaking it out. So I feel, just like you said, parents should work on questioning their child, you know, in a playful manner. So when you came back, what did you do? Or when you went to Auntie, how did Auntie welcomed you? What have you been doing since? Did you have a? Do you understand? I feel this alone will also help.
If my mom would have asked me that, I would have said, because on the norms, if my mommy goes to the market, on her way coming back, she must definitely buy me something. Maybe while giving me that story, you now ask me, okay, what did this auntie do to you today? I'll be like, auntie, this one, I don't want to call her. Auntie, this one, she opened her legs like this. I asked you to do her like this.
You know, auntie even,
playfully.
Yes. Auntie even remove her clothes. She was telling me how she touched her.
I will not even know. I'll just say it.
So I feel this is the work of parenting, and I speak out to every parent out there to please look into this, because this will save a lot of children
from abuse.
Thank you for coming to the show, my colleague.
Thank you very much.
And we've come to the end of the show. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
Be cool.
Please, both experience show and confession show, please.
I beg.
On our Instagram too, please follow, share, comment, and like. Please, we really appreciate it, because it's going to go a long way for us. Same thing on Facebook. Yes. Everything is displaying on the screen. So please, we beg you.
Well, I'll be your fan. I beg. I beg.
All right, we've come to the end of the show. Confession time, and we hope to see you next time. Same channel, same time. God bless you.
Amen.
And it's a wrap.